Hello again, everybody. Wayback Sports Cards. Today, I've got a box of 1988 Fleer baseball star stickers. You see Andre Dawson and the Twins logo featured on the front of the box. This does have cards on the bottom. Just going to flip it over before we get going. McGuire and Eric Davis, Kevin Mitchell, 1989 MVP for the NL. Ricky Henderson with the Yankees, and a Tigers logo there. The creepy one. So there we go. 36 pack box. I took a few packs out. I got this box sealed, although a little beat up, for about 20 bucks. I think it was 19 bucks after shipping. I think the box was 10 and then the shipping was about another 6 or 7, whatever. After tax was about 19. So there you go. There's the pack, the nice maroon color there. Gonna get right into it there. Back in the 1988 era there, you could buy a binder, basically. Protection sheets here. They were selling those for $3.50 for 10 heavy-duty top-loading pages each sheet. So just 10 sheets or 10 pages for $3.50. So that's what that was going for in 1988, if you had any interest in that information. Fun fact there. Got the nice wax packs. Classic wax packs. Put one pack off to the side. So there you go. 6 cards per pack. Yeah, 6 cards per pack. We got a team logo. Some of these have multiple logos like this one, and some will have just the one logo. These are kind of good for through-the-mail autographs, at least the ones with the single team. We got Padres, Red Sox there. We got Milt Thompson. And I'm going to flip the card over. Actually, I'm going to take the logo card over. And that one's got a picture of Memorial Stadium, former home of the Orioles, precursor to Camden Yards. Nice information there about the stadium. Then we've got Milt Thompson, and this looks a lot like the Fleer cards from this era. The back of the card has the full career stats, personal stats at the top, and then at the bottom, Fleer like to do this, some splits. So pretty cool. Nice back. There's Milt Thompson. We've got Jeff Reardon, beard enthusiast. Former Met, former Red Sox. I think was a Yankee for a hot minute. Expos, of course. Twins. So Jeff Reardon, great closer in the 80s and early 90s. We got the straw man, Darryl Strawberry, the Mets. We got Robin Yount, Hall of Famer, 3,000 Hit Club member. And we've got broadcaster these days, Ron Darling, former starting pitcher of that great Mets starting pitching staff in the mid to late 80s, part of that World Series team in 86 with Strawberry. This is a 132 card set, 132 sticker set, if you want to get particular. Twins, Pirates. The back here has Arlington Stadium, home of the Rangers. My God, they must have baked out there. Look at that. Not really much relief from the sun in Texas. Rick Rhoden. Nice mustache. We'll see a lot of mustaches here. Speaking of mustaches, Vince Coleman. Kirby Puckett, sans mustache. Definite Hall of Famer, both as a baseball player and Hall of Fame mustache, Mike Schmidt. And Plesac without the mustache there with the Brewers logo. So, yeah, 132 stickers in the set. Among those 132 stickers are 18 Hall of Famers. And so a little bit more than, let's say, close to 15% of the set has Hall of Famers in it. We got another dual team logo, 2 great ones, the old school Orioles and the Expos. I miss both of those. Corey Snyder, nacho helmet and mustache. Great. I like the red batting gloves too. Bill Doran, Jose De Leon, Rick Sutcliffe, and Mike Greenwell, hobby darling there in the late 80s. probably would have been one of the more valuable cards in this set, like Greenwell. All right, our first solo sticker of the Yankees. You see that thick black border. Can be used for through-the-mail autographs. I have used these in the past, at least from other years. I've opened 86 Fleer star stickers. I've opened 87 Fleer star stickers. Similar team logo cards. And this one does have Old Yankee Stadium on the back. I am a Yankee fan. I do miss the old stadium. Prefer the old one to the new one. Another Puckett. So we've got a duplicate already. Roger McDowell, Plesac, Mitch Webster, kicking up dirt like Pigpen there. Kevin Seitzer, Bo Jackson's least favorite teammate. Speaking of Bo Jackson, we got Royals and Giants there. Got Larry Sheets, Jesse Barfield with the Blue Jays. We're flipping with this pack. We got Jeffrey Leonard. I think his name was Hackman, if I remember correct. Harold Reynolds with the old gold S logo for the Mariners. Terrible logo, but and then Todd Worrell, he's letting that chest hair breathe right there. So, like I said from the jump, I got this box for about $19 after tax and shipping. This is a great set if you're just looking to collect some star players and just have some fun. I mean, 132 cards, so most of these players, even if they're not Hall of Famers, were stars in their era, so you're not getting a lot of fluff in this set. The only downside, no inserts, no rookie cards, but go in there. If you go into this box knowing that, this is a pretty fun set. Got some great logos again, the Milwaukee Brewers, one of my favorite all-time baseball logos, the MB. Mike Scott. We got Doyle Alexander, the great Eric Davis, Bobby Thigpen, a couple of years before his 50 save season. And then we got the great Dale Murphy, borderline Hall of Famer. Probably belongs in. He's not. But he is on that borderline with a few others you'll probably see in this set as well. The Expos logo on its own. And the former Olympic Stadium in Montreal. 59,000 capacity. Crazy. First game was in 1977. Got Charlie Huff, no doubt, throwing a knuckleball there. John Kruk with the Padres. Kurt Young. Willie McGee. And we got Rags, Dave Righetti, Yankee starting pitcher. And then at this point in the 80s, he had moved to the bullpen as a closer. And a good one at that. Cubs, A's. Thinking of Dave Kingman here. For those Immaculate Grid folks, jumping to mind there. Steve Sachs with the Dodgers. Matt Noakes, massive 1987 season with the Tigers. Bill Doran, Corey Snyder, Rick Sutcliffe. So we've seen those already. 36 packs in this box with 6 cards per pack. You're talking, well, 5 player cards, I should say, per pack. 5 times 36, we're talking about 180 cards, player cards in here. So with 132 cards in the set, we have a shot at completing the whole set. I don't think we will. We're already getting too many duplicates, I think, to, yeah, that's all duplicate. Too many duplicates to complete the whole set. Mathematically, you could, but it doesn't appear that that's going to be the case. I got a little bit of a wax stain on the back with this, so those of you looking for, pristine cards, keep that in mind. Royal Stadium, still around to this day. Beautiful ballpark. I'm hoping to get out there at some point. Ryan Downing, George Bell, the great Wade Boggs. And then we've got Ken Phelps, Dave Dravecki. Ken Phelps, part of a pretty big trade with the Yankees. Might have been in '88. Brought Jay Buhner to Seattle and brought Ken Phelps to the Bronx. It's been joked about in several Seinfeld episodes about being a bad trade for the Yankees. Got Big Mac, Van Slyke, Willie Randolph, great player, very underrated. If you look up his stats, you'll see may deserve more consideration for the Hall of Fame, at least a little bit more. I'm not saying he should be in, but I think he's got a very high WAR. And Willie Randolph was there in the late 70s as well. Yeah, Willie Randolph. Yeah, I think he joined the Yankees in 76. Another great classic logo of the Pirates and Three Rivers Stadium on the back. Man, all these stadiums look so much alike. This was that era of 1970s ballparks, that round stadium. No longer around. Pittsburgh has certainly upgraded. They have PNC Park out there in Pittsburgh. Amazing ballpark. I have been out there. That is a recommend for baseball fans. Pittsburgh, amazing city. Worth checking out the ballpark at the very, very least. Lloyd Mosby, Mike Greenwell, Ruben Sierra. 1986 might have been his rookie card. So a couple of years in here. Yeah, he had a massive 87, broke out. 643 at-bats, only walked 39 times. Got Cal Ripken Jr. And we're about halfway through, and there's just a lot of duplicates here. Look at all of it. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of guys we didn't pull out of this box. That pack was all duplicate. You got Pirates Jays. You got Hojo, Molitor, Tim Wallach, Brett Saberhagen, Oral Hershiser. So some Cy Young winners in that pack. Of course, Hershiser has an amazing 1988 with that scoreless inning streak that stands to this day. Consecutive innings. Hall of Fame mustache, Mike Pagliarulo, Mike Dunn trying to get in there. And Gary Gaetti's like, no thanks. All right, so Astros, Mariners, Shane Rawley, Higuera, a couple of amazing seasons. I think 86 for him was big. Yeah, 1986 was big. 2.79 ERA, 20 wins. Yeah, Teddy Higuera, underrated for a few years. Keith Hernandez, no doubt eyeing the ladies out there, giving them the side eye. And you can see, like, the back card, Ted Higuera. I mean, these are all, we're getting guys we've pulled already, except that Calderon we have not. Sandberg, not yet. Dewey, Dwight Evans. But Higuera we have, so looking at the checklist off to the side here, and we haven't seen Eddie Murray yet, or Winfield, or Dawson, Dawson, or Nolan Ryan. Another Pirates. Got Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. Another Sandberg. Have not seen Don Mattingly. Of course, that's my guy. There he is, Nolan Ryan. Put him up on the stand. We haven't put anybody up yet. Ozzie Guillen, Cal Daniels, Bruce Hurst, and Dion James. And we've got a Padres logo, not their best logo. Reardon, Robin Yount, Strawberry. So these are all guys we've seen already, and I'm going to make some room here. Hopefully we can populate the stands. A logo that has not aged well, but a classic one nonetheless. The Braves. Got Dravecki, Phelps, Tudor, Carney, Lansford. All these guys, it's amazing. You look at the cards today and you're like, man, that guy must have been about 45 years old. And you find out, you turn the card over, you do the math, and you find out the guy was like 26. Pedro Guerrero, Julio Franco, ageless wonder. Kevin Bass, Mike Witt. Quick breezy break here. We got a few more packs to go. Jimmy Key, Dwight Evans, Larry Parrish, Eddie Murray, Steady Eddie, and Pete Incaviglia. Drafted and went right to the majors. We've got the Royals and the Giants. We've got the Hawk, Andre Dawson, Roger Clemens, the Terminator, Tom Henke, Mike Boddicker, Pete O'Brien. Got an Expos logo, and I'm going to put the Expos up. One of my favorite logos. Benito Santiago, Dave Winfield, Terry Pendleton. Got Astros M's again. Got Danny Tartable, those knees pointed inward. A little bit of a strange stance. Walt Terrell, another. Sorry, got to give those mustaches a minute to shine there. Fernando Valenzuela, Pat Tabler. Got 5 packs to go here. Yankees, Tigers. Got Bobby Thigpen, Eric Davis, Brian Downing, Dale Murphy, Wade Boggs. And I'm only going fast at this point because there's really not a whole lot of new stuff in here. Ozzie Guillen, Deion James, Bruce Hurst, Barfield. So a little disappointed. There's a few guys I didn't pull out of here. Mattingly's my guy. I haven't seen him in here. So I'm hoping maybe we will. I'm not seeing a checklist yet. Odeby, Will Clark, Mark Langston, and our poorly centered Brooke Jacoby. And we've got 2 more packs to go. And again, there's the Mets logo. That's a nice one. Roger McDowell, Seitzer, Webster, Noakes, Sachs, all seen already. And as we open this last pack, I'll say, you know, I did pay $19. I did check my eBay sales or purchases. $19 after shipping. So if you can get this for, you know, that price range, if you can get any box for $20, it's worth the shot. But this one especially, you know, there's as I mentioned earlier, 18 Hall of Famers, a few others who are borderline Hall of Famers. This is a fun box. You got some cards on the bottom, which we'll take a look at right quickly here. So there's the other side of those cards that I showed you earlier. So we've got Kevin Mitchell, we got the McGuire and Eric Davis, the star sticker checklist, and Ricky Henderson. So I might try to cut these out and add these to my collection. I do collect McGuire and Henderson, so I may do that as well. But there you have it. That is 1988 Fleer Star stickers. Not a lot here in terms of high value. You're not going to get a whole lot in PSA 10, but some fun cards, great logos. The box bottoms are always fun. This is a fun one and a fun, cheap break. So let me know what you guys think. As always, stay tuned every week for a long-form pack break. And until next time, thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone. So long.